Hi there, Becky here from 168 Fitness. So over the past few weeks, I've been giving you my top tips on how to achieve your goals before the end of the year. I've mostly focused on sort of exercise and looking at your diet so far. First of all, we started looking at actually what you want to achieve. Most of the time, the people that I work with and people watching this will be sort of wanting to lose weight, get fit, tone up. There's obviously other health goals as well and things, but we'll get to that perhaps as we move closer to the end of the year. So far I've been talking about getting started with some exercise so that you feel good and you're going to hopefully be making healthier choices, and we can create that habit of exercising regularly and get you started before it gets too cold and too dark and winter-like and everything. So being consistent with that, again, that's what I want you to do this week. I want you to be consistent with your exercise. I said 2 to 3 sessions a week with about 30 minutes of each. You choose your activity, it doesn't matter what you do: walking, running, swimming, cycling, PT, gym classes, fitness classes, whatever you want to do. Anything you like, anything that's going to either get you out of bed, it's going to make you go out in the dark and cold, it's going to energize you, make you feel good, make it worthwhile doing, etc. Just whatever you enjoy, whatever you can afford, whatever you've got available to you. Pick something that you want to do and do that 2 or 3 times a week, and make sure you're doing it every single week. So this week, exercise stays exactly the same, 2 to 3 exercise sessions a week. If we can be hitting that 3 sessions a week, fantastic. 3 times 30 minutes is doable. So just, be really focused on that, being consistent. And then last week I was talking about MyFitnessPal, a free app that you could download. If you've not downloaded it yet, get on that and start logging the food and drinks that you're consuming, because that's going to really help you be more aware of your energy consumption, so that you can either maintain your weight or you can be losing weight before the end of the year. So last week I was saying just start adding what you're eating and drinking, and maybe that will just subconsciously lead you to be making healthier choices. If it has done, fantastic. If it's made you not want to eat, I don't know, a whole chocolate bar because you don't want to have to admit it on MyFitnessPal, and you don't want to know how many calories are in a whole chocolate bar, then that's good. That's exactly what it's for. I've known people, including myself, that have used this app like for a long period of time, like consistently every single day, because it just is really good to keep you accountable to what you're consuming until you're all like kind of really focused on it yourself, and you can just trust yourself not to make those bad choices or those not as good choices when it comes to food. Then it's really good just for cementing that habit. So I want you this week to be using MyFitnessPal as you did last week, hopefully, but this time be more aware of what the numbers are saying at the top. Now you might want to go back and have a look at what you logged last week, have a look at the numbers. Is it in, I could pull it up on my phone, but are you in an energy deficit? Now with MyFitnessPal, if you put in that you want to lose weight, it does already account for the energy deficit. That's the good thing about it, is that then when you start exercising as well and burning more calories, then you get to eat those calories. It doesn't want you to try and starve yourself and only eat sort of 1,000 calories a day and not last the week. It wants you to be rewarded for exercising, so you get to eat those calories because it's already calculated the deficit that you need, that calorie deficit. Remember I said about the scales, so if you want to lose weight, you need to eat less than you're burning or burn more than you're consuming, and that will create that deficit. So it's already taken that into account if you put in there that you want to lose weight. If you haven't put that in, then it will probably just have the balance of, so if you're burning 2,000 calories a day, you should be eating 2,000 calories a day, and then you'll maintain your weight. That's a simple thing. Everyone's different, so I'll just give you a basic equation that if you're burning 2,000 calories a day but you want to lose weight, then it might suggest that you eat 1,500 calories a day, which is kind of doable. You might have to restrict yourself on some things. It might be that you need smaller portion sizes. It might be that you have to maybe cut out some of your favourite foods or significantly reduce them. There's definitely various ways that you can achieve that calorie deficit. But also, if you exercise, then it's going to add on. So say you go out for a 30-minute walk and you burn, we'll say 200 calories, then you get to eat 1,700 calories in the day. So it's that reward for doing the exercise. So that's the good thing about doing the exercise whilst using MyFitnessPal. It's that it's the balance of doing both of those things, looking at your food intake and increasing your activity as well. So that's what I want you to do this week, is have a look at what you've been doing, what you've been eating and your numbers from last week. Have a look at where you might be able to improve on. Maybe write some things down like, I didn't need that chocolate bar. Maybe I could have snacked on a banana instead of those crisps, or maybe I should have smaller portion sizes. If my breakfast is like kind of, I don't know, 800 calories, could we make that 500 calories by having a smaller portion of cereal? Or should we swap that for some toast and with an egg or something like that? Or is your dinner, if you're choosing kind of not so healthy kind of food, you're having more takeaways like fish and chips, that's a big calorie laden meal maybe at a weekend. Can we swap that for either a smaller portion or something a bit healthier? And just how can we make some improvements to that? Write them down, have them there in front of you, set some rules if you need to. I'm not against you setting rules of kind of, right, avoid this or smaller this, or only allowed this sort of once or twice a week. Those sort of things will really help you so that we can be consistent. We can get you in that zone and get you focused till the end of the year onwards as well. We don't want this to just end at the end of the year. So I've given you plenty to think about this week. If you're confused, if you're not sure what I'm talking about, please do get in touch with me and I'll answer any questions. If you're good to go with that, then get started, and I'll see you next week with some more top tips for achieving your goals for the end of the year.